は強さで振り返るね一緒にならなんでも乗り越えてみんな追いかけてよ Yes please because we'll overcome.
Hooray! I like that opening.
Oh boy.
Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club.
That's fantastic.
Anyway,
Welcome to Cactus Plays Asagao Academy.
Right.
My name is Bobby,
I'm Kevandre.
and I'm really looking forward to this. I fucking love dating sims, and I've never played this one because I knew it was about gaming people, but I don't know those gaming people. I don't watch those channels.
Right. Now, I watch most of those channels. I don't necessarily know everything about everybody, but I'm a Normal Boots fan. Keep in mind, this is a dating sim that I think was made by PBG's then girlfriend, now wife.
Nice.
So he's like the best romance, I think. But
Okay.
I'm not saying we have to go with PBG. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing. I think her name is Unicornism. I don't know her real name. But anyway,
It's probably Anna.
it could be. I don't know. It's her way of telling PBG, hey, I want to fuck all your friends.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're not part of Normal Boots. We'll never be nearly as big as any of the people in Normal Boots.
Not even a little.
And I think it's a little weird that we're going to play this game.
It's great.
Now,
I
this-
talked him into it.
this-
It took a while.
This is one of Bobby's games, quote unquote, but I'm actually using the keyboard and mouse. He's just going to tell me what to do.
Right, the way our setup is, we'd have to change seats, and I don't want to.
I'm in the comfortable chair. He's in the shitty chair. That's just the way it works.
Right,
Okay?
and he would wreck my shitty chair. So
I would, and
you're tough on chairs, dude.
I am because I use them all the time.
But let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah. All right. This is Normal Boots, including JonTron, before he was no longer part of it. So this is from several years ago. One thing that we're not going to do is we're not going to bang Gerard, even though he's my favorite, because the Beard Bros, including Gerard, played this game and did Gerard's route, and I figured we probably shouldn't do the same thing that they did.
Right, you guys can go look at them, and they do it better anyway.
Right, and he does his own lines and stuff, and it's great. So go watch theirs, and then come back and watch ours, and be sad that you watched ours.
Yeah. But also, thank you for watching ours.
Yeah.
One fan.
Yeah.
I love you, one fan.
The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked him if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't... Fuck me. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't once looked at me.
He can't just fuck you. You gotta do the romance options. That's the point of
that's
the game.
True. I need to get better at
You
reading.
dick.
Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21,
You missed
22,
a few.
and so forth, over and over. Now and again, I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes a smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Eventually, this rapidity made my stomach churn, and I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions.
Did you not bring a bug?
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy in his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was a green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn on front, like I'm going to have with my Gladiators jacket.
Right.
Oh,
I'm glad
shit.
you specified that was poorly.
So, you're a first year then. I guess I'll be Jared.
Sure.
We'll have to... Look, we should have watched the videos so that we could practice their voices. This is going to be a
I don't
problem.
know any of their voices.
Look, it's going to be
This is going to be awesome.
Okay. He folded his newspaper neatly, set it in his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blindingly bright. You should do Jared's voice. I think that you sound more like him.
Do I?
More like him than I do.
Okay, sure. I don't know what I sound like.
I've sent you a ProJared video before.
Have you? I probably didn't watch it and lied to you about it.
That sounds like you.
Let's keep going.
There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. You can be Hannah. Look, this is supposed to be your series, and I did the voice of the girls in the last dating sim we played.
Yeah, that's really fair. But you did such a good job. I really wanted to fuck you after that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So,
Also before that, I'm sure.
yeah. So, me?
He glanced around the compartment, empty beside us, and laughed.
Oh. No, I'm not a first year. I'm a third year.
He didn't say anything. The train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave, puking on a student before I even arrived at the academy? The boy frowned. I picked at the hem of my cotton skirt.
That's not possible. I've never seen you before.
It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response.
Is that a thing?
No.
It sounds kind of sexy. It's because I'm a transfer student.
Yeah, he's poking his index fingers together.
Look, this is the thing that my mom does, and then Anime Girl started doing it after I've seen my mom do it, and she was never into anime until she met my stepdad. So, this is a thing.
I see. She got her finger stuck in a Chinese finger trap, and then she just really liked that feeling.
Yeah.
He laughed again.
A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those.
That's actually pretty good for a ProJared voice.
I have no fucking clue what he sounds like, dude. I'm just going with it.
I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavyweight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, and then handed it back to me.
I'll see you around.
Well then, Hannah, I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
He smiled at me as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped a response, he was already gone from the compartment.
You don't just hiccup response,
Yo,
you gotta use your words.
This girl is horny as fuck already.
Good for her, get that thirst life.
I stared out into the empty hallway of the train. It was then that I realized he, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name and I never got his. I know it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're good.
Jared Knabenbauer.
Is that his actual name?
Yes.
I'll never be able to pronounce that.
I wouldn't have either if I hadn't watched Madness.
Knabenbauer?
Knabenbauer.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
He's the sexy one in the game, apparently. The train settled at the station and I filed out with the rest of the uninformed...
Uninformed?
Look, can you blame me?
To be fair,
it's so close.
They're students.
Exactly.
So
The uniformed students.
I love this game so much.
It was early April. Hey! It is early April.
Yeah, look at that.
And the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering and the occasional gust weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with the swarm of blue-jacketed bodies, looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained.
This screen is black because animating is hard.
That's right. Yeah, for a free game.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Look, I wasn't joking.
It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school-issued black Oxford clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy the first time. My new start. Anus tart. Shoutouts to Arrested Development.
What?
Look, okay, sorry. Putting this on pause again. In Arrested Development Season 4,
The one we didn't get all the way through?
Right. Tobias gets a license plate that he wanted to say a new start, but it says anus tart. It's a good one. So there's some good jokes. Mostly. Kinda. They're alright. Anyway. I always imagined that everything would change when the Fire Nation attacked. That somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. I hadn't changed. By the time I reached the massive gate of the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat.
You have a weird way of describing stuff.
Unicornism. Oh boy, PBG's a lucky man. Unless it's disappointment at the back of her throat. Then,
Look,
maybe
if you can get to the back of the throat, who cares?
All right, fair enough.
Good for you.
Look, I hope that they don't watch this series.
They never fucking will.
No, okay, that's fine. The school, framed by the gate's twisting black metal, was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I saw in its pamphlets. I'm gonna need water, man.
Yeah.
This was it. Asagao Academy.
Roll credits.
I glanced around. The swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the Academy's main building, brought to you by James Cameron. A girl pressed a button to one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. A few moments later, the black gate, with great effort, creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. This is like... Why would it have, like, a big-ass gate? And why are you there, like, when the school opens? Like, doesn't the school open, like, way earlier than students show up?
Like, we played Persona 5. I played Persona 5. That's what happened.
Is it? Is that just how it is in Japan?
Probably.
They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do?
Yeah.
Also, I know California schools are way weird and like open air schools. So
yeah, y'all are pretty fucked up. Who
different.
does that?
California.
That's just weird.
When you see Californian high schools on TV shows and they're indoor schools, I call bullshit. Unless it's like in the mountains, probably. But like regular, like valley schools.
Every other school is an indoor school. Every other one on the planet.
Asagao from California.
Yeah, I'm sure you tried to pronounce something there.
Mr. Aizawa. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along, a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. Rude.
Alright, can't be doing that.
The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, I panicked. A tired-looking man with graying hair called out for first years, a cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him.
Hey! Look at that girl!
I turned. A few feet away, a small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Why?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Pink hair? Are you kidding me?
How desperate can you get?
Hot shame crawled down my neck.
That's not shame. And you need to tell.
I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. You need to calm down.
We're gonna get in so much trouble.
In the distance, cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crunching against gravel. My hair. It wasn't my fault that my hair looked like this.
I'm a main character.
Exactly. Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory. A large sign in the lawn reading Primrose House. Primrose Everdeen.
Nice.
The building dwarfed me inside. No shit. And sheer intimidation. Look, okay, we're not talking shit about whoever wrote this game. Probably Unicornism.
We're just trying to make fun so that way it's an enjoyable episode.
Exactly.
For y'all.
It's going to be great. If we kind of make fun of it, it's not that we hold any malice towards it or think that it's bad. It's just how it would do.
And also, when we're laughing, if you look into each other's eyes, it's fine. But if we're trying to play this game serious and I look into his eyes...
We're going to kiss.
Right. And
that's going to screw up our whole dynamic.
Right, and then somebody's getting grapefruited. If you don't know what that is, don't Google it. Anyways.
And sheer intimidation.
Yes.
How many students did Asagao have? Oh, hey, girl. As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. Look, okay, if we can bang her, we should probably look this up. If we can pick her, I think that we should, because, look, she's clearly best girl.
Right?
So, maybe. Though she looks like she's part of the Hidden Block Club, so, never mind Charlie.
Can't be trusted.
Traitors.
Hidden Block kids, for whatever reason.
I looked away, then looked back. She was staring at me. She walked over.
Do we know if she has an accent or anything?
Oh, you must be my roommate!
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how she talks.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll practice this a lot.
You gotta practice. I'm gonna just walk by Bobby's bedroom. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you must be my roommate," and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, man, you knew this for like fucking 3 years almost."
No, I'm just talking to my bunny, man. That's how we do.
Yeah, he's about that toke life.
Yeah. My bunny's name is Toki. Don't read too much into that.
I eyed her warily. She was smiling and bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life were akin to a perpetual bouncy castle. That's a strange thing to say.
That's like the perfect way. Just, me?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Of course, you silly. Let me guess, room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with a list of all the supplies I needed for the year and my dorm arrangements.
Yeah, that's right.
She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm having a brain fart. Superpowered's gravity chick.
Alice?
Your voice for her sounds a lot like Alice.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I probably steal all my voices from audiobooks.
That's probably true.
Because I spend most of my time listening to Kyle McCarley and James Marsters and Stephen Fry talk and nobody else.
Yeah. If you steal from us, you're stealing twice. From us and the
Probably
guy we
more
stole
than
it from.
twice.
Yeah.
Was she laughing at me? When I found out my roommate was a transfer student, I knew you were going to be a total main character.
You bitch. I'm sorry. A what?
When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. Look, you already called it. And it's there. This is the meta game.
Yeah, I appreciate this.
I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. Dude, this girl's got like wicked anxiety.
Yeah, she's got issues. Is there something wrong with my hair?
Her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again. No, it's great.
No. It's great. I'm sorry.
Look, you gotta be a little less chipper, okay? I'm not gonna do that voice.
We're getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh gosh.
Feel free to just do all the voice acting yourself.
Yeah, you're good and we love you.
You must be Hana.
My sus.
Yeah.
I bowed my head.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you, Mai.
All your school books are waiting in our room with your welcome letter, and I read the envelope. Rude.
That's my envelope, bitch. I'm stabbing you.
I hope you're not mad. That's a federal crime, you stupid cunt.
Only if she opens it.
Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind like a lost puppy. Did you check in at the front desk already?
No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to.
Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in year 3, you know. Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind.
I hope you don't mind.
But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? Oh, girl, we're gonna do it together. She spoke quickly, the words bubbling from her mouth, and left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue.
Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
She held the front door open for me, and I hurried inside. Oh, God. Girls
Wow.
filed up and down the hallway.
That is a lot of pink.
Howling greetings and exchanging vague niceties that were, more often than not, "How was your break?" and "Look how tan you got!" It seemed like everyone knew each other. I followed Mai as she led me through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm floor looked the same as the last. Narrow, white doors lining both sides of the pale pink wall. I don't know, that's pale.
Yeah,
Thin,
that's pretty vibrant.
gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, the numbers rising as we climbed. Dude, I'm getting Doki Doki flashbacks. I'm not enjoying that right now. It's like the same kind of song that plays throughout that entire fucking game, up until a certain point where it changes. I don't like that part.
You know, I found some Doki Doki sheet music.
I wish you wouldn't do that.
I can just play it whenever you're about to go to sleep.
I did play it during that one episode we didn't have any music in that other... What's it?
Nice.
Fucking Stay DPRK. You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does them every year and he's like totally dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in that weird squeaky voice of his. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves.
Thanks.
Thanks. We headed down a hallway on the third floor. Mai stopped us in front of a door numbered 325.
We gotta upgrade you to a hybrid, okay? Thanks.
Here
God.
we are.
God, I hate that episode of South Park so much.
A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls, like the hallway, were a soft powdery pink.
You mess up on uniform, but you can pronounce potpourri.
I took
correctly?
French. And I should have said potpourri, you're right.
Yes.
I do prefer potpourri.
I'm sure you do.
Pot plus cat equals a good time. Look, that's all I'm saying. You just get stoned as fuck, and then you got the cat, and you're just like, oh my god, just petting.
And you quote
petting
Big Hero
forever.
6, just fuzzy baby.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah,
with you there.
The good part of that movie, I remember.
When I get drunk, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, let's get drunk. Mai already defaced them with a tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats, but most were of male models. But why male models? And rugged musicians.
Seriously? I just told you.
A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, a mirrored vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. Look, that's not that tiny of a room. That's like a fucking $1,200 apartment in New York City.
Yeah, you're totally good there. And you get a window. Holy shit. You live the rich life.
Cray cray. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk had a single stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch to know was horribly itchy. And a bunny, apparently.
Yeah.
I must have grimaced because Mai quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break and Mom got really mad at me because I bought 5 bags, but we were only there for a week.
You need to calm down.
She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me.
Perfection.
There, that's much better.
Perfection. Thanks, Mai.
I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, and an old portable radio in a small black box.
Don't lie to me. That rabbit was already on the bed. You can't just say you brought it with you.
Yeah, it was my rabbit the whole time. It drove through Texas to get here.
Hey, Toki did drive through Texas to get here. Stop your talking shit.
Mai opened the curtains and the sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid the now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk.
About 2 hours north of here. It's a small town called Amarisu. You probably haven't heard of it. Total hipster move.
Yeah, look at her hipster glasses, man.
Yeah.
You know it. I set the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny, on my bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Look, if I got a bunny, I'm not saying that wouldn't be his name.
My bunny's name is Toki.
Toki Wartooth.
Yeah. It apparently means bunny in Korean.
Yeah.
Bunny Wartooth.
Yeah.
And
I
he's a
would
Mr.
probably name a bunny Mr. Bunny then.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did have a cat named Mr. Cat, as well as a cat named Miss Cat.
Yes. That's what you do.
Yeah. That wasn't really my intention with those, but...
It's okay, you're cute, we forgive you.
Oh. Did you go to a different boarding school, or...?
No, I went to a public school down the street from my house.
Public school? What was that like? Were the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents work a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for inconvenience. Fuck! I hate sending her to that fucking school. Yeah, well, fuck you, Greg. Oh, hey, what's that?
Just fuck you, Greg. Okay.
her Japanese parents. His name is Greg.
And her mom has a very, masculine voice. Just fuck you, Greg.
Yeah, fuck you, Greg. Oh, fuck
Okay.
me. I had removed an ornately patterned origami crane. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. I'm all thinking of like a crane that like James Kingston's climbing.
No, I got you.
No, not Alex Kingston. That's a different thing. That's the chick from ER in Doctor Who.
Sure.
River Song.
Oh, gross. I didn't like her.
I almost said River Shoulders. That's a completely different thing entirely.
That is a different thing entirely. But I did not like her character.
Anyway. Origami crane from the black box and was setting it on the unclaimed writing desk. I'm not really sure how that bird is like a writing desk. Never mind.
No, I got it. Fuck you for that. Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago. ...
I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assumed were provided for me.
Aww.
It's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. What? You've never seen origami and you live in Japan? Like, okay, look. I've never been to Japan.
It's special paper with special designs.
I've
and
just
stuff like
assumed that origami is everywhere.
that. It is not, you racist bastard.
I'm not racist. I need to call up my friends who live in Japan.
That is cultural misappropriation? How would I word that? It's easier just to call you racist.
Cultural failure on my
Yeah,
part.
That's fair.
Cultural assumption. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. She's gonna turn out the lights. Mai went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. Look, now you're British. What the
Why
fuck?
were they already in the drawer?
Yeah, why didn't you just put them up, lazy bitch? I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. Well, she just can't string it up by herself, but she can put up those posters of naked men.
To be fair, there's motivation for the naked men.
She grabbed a container of push pins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. I did the same with my own. That is not safe. I'm gonna have to write you guys up for a near miss.
Yeah.
We are the super of this floor of the dormitory.
Now, I do safety inspections at work, and I know a thing or two about safety inspections.
Exactly. Together, we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room.
By putting our chairs against one wall.
Yeah.
It's a very small room.
Yeah, we are all Mr. Fantastic.
Yes.
How was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone?
No. Not really. I was in a compartment with some guy, and
What?
Some guy, huh? Was he cute?
not as cute as you.
That's very true.
But yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name.
I know his name, don't worry about it. Maya seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again.
Okay.
Just any guy?
Yeah.
Like, she just needs to be aware of where every guy is in the world at any given time.
And she tries to act like super confident about it. Like, there he is, that guy with the hair and the dick.
Right.
He was the one. And she's like, are you sure that wasn't some other guy? And she's like, no, I definitely remember his dick.
Yeah! The Knobbin cock.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
I'm not. I don't know you. Okay, let's keep
You
going.
did like him before, I think.
Sure.
Once we finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly.
Yeah!
Done! Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus that's like out of this world, but the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. Fuck that! Look, okay, also, sorry, we keep getting off track, but I seen this video on Fashe Book earlier today.
Yeah.
The guy who created Ranma 1/2, right? He has a cafe,
Okay.
apparently, and he has like food based off of Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha, because I guess he also did made that one.
You can tell because the characters look the exact same.
You're right.
Yes.
Anyway, and they had a bunch of pun names, but they did not have Ramen 1/2. What the fuck? It's the most obvious one.
That's kind of fucked up.
I'm like irritated about it. Anyway,
He might be saving it for like special occasion. Like it's a secret menu item. You gotta know to ask for it.
yeah, it's too obvious, and people are like, you don't have ramen 1/2? They're like, bitch, we do.
Yeah. I ship
It's
it.
just top ramen, but like half a packet.
I ship it.
I think that's what that show's
Yeah,
about.
they squirt a little shampoo in it.
Yeah,
If you've seen the show, that makes sense. Thank you, people.
you're weird.
Look, fuck you. That's a good show.
My walk to the
first
window.
few seasons.
I think I saw it like when I was in 8th grade, and I forgot everything about it. We could go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the caf since you just got here. We could. She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. Well, I think she has a problem.
Fucking city girls are weird, man.
Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Fuck that bitch.
Look at her face. Oh, that was great.
Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well. Anyway, let's go eat. I'm totally starved.
Watching bitches trip and fall on their faces makes me really hungry.
She let me out of the room before I even had a chance to
Oh.
respond.
Bitches be tripping.
Oh!
Thank you. Look, fuck you. I like that. Like, over there shaking your head no.
This is the CAF, okay?
Yeah, it's an amazing calf.
The cafeteria was already abbreviated to cafe, but that's still too long. You can only have one syllable. It's just the CAF. Or maybe she'll fuck it up and she's going to say the catheter. Which... the catheter was buzzing with students excited for the new year. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. I always want to say May. It's going to fuck me up every time. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky calf workers when we passed something that looked good.
He will never say cafeteria right again.
No, it's catheter now.
Yeah, calf or catheter.
With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her.
Hi, Mai. How was your break?
Is it Mimi Santos?
Yeah,
She fell
sure.
right on her face.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle.
Ski jet.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe jet ski is copywritten.
Or maybe it's like an actual power of skis, but he had just little jet power things on him.
I'm into it.
Uh-huh.
It's better now, though.
Oh? Well, that's nice.
I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in a practically minute-by-minute account, about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach and didn't go further than a few salty kisses. Why were they salty? Were they just making out with the ocean first? Rude.
Look, I've seen some of these swapping videos that I imagine.
Look,
are
it's not. I was trying not to go there. I sat back and I let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe.
I got so pissed when I said that. It was great.
They spelled Brussels sprouts wrong, and I'm irritated.
He might edit that out. Okay.
I am not doing shit. I picked at my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke because they spelled it wrong. There's an S at the end.
We know we're in the business.
I'm not wrong about that, right? Is it because we're in the business? Is that why I know that?
I think
Because
so.
I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, okay.
You could probably Google it just to make double damn sure.
Alexa, how do you spell Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts is spelled B-R-U-S-S-E-L space S-P-R-O-U-T-S.
We know because we're in the business.
Okay, is she a liar or am I just wrong?
I think, actually, our descriptions at work are wrong. And here's the thing. I know on the printed film they're spelled wrong, too. So I think it's kind of an odd conundrum.
Maybe it's either one.
Could be.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm not going to hold it against you, Unicornism. I assume who wrote this. I'm going to have to do some research on this game again because it's been
About
a while.
Brussels sprouts!
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her. She had a high songbird voice. Well, I was saying it wrong then.
What?
She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerating expressions as she spoke. She laughed often.
I really want to seduce her.
She imitated people in wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them.
That
Same.
sounds right.
But most notably, she talked. A lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying as it filled the silence and she hardly ever had asked questions that required my full attention. I would be a great audiobook narrator, I'll be real with you right now.
Yeah, top tier.
Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time that she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of a familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over. It was a cactus.
Hey, that's him.
Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom.
The boy from the train. That's him.
What?
Jared!
Yeah. With the weird green jacket and swoopy hair. Swoopy hair.
He just
I
picked.
like it.
He just picked up his tray. Yeah, Bobby often has swoopy hair. That is an apt description for your hair.
Sure,
Sometimes,
okay.
since it's longer right now.
Yeah.
He just picked up his tray. I almost said ashtray, and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Why would I say ashtray?
Good question. Don't know. Oh, you.
I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me.
Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate, and she's been helping me out.
I gestured to May. Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. Thunder! People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me. Why? My shoulders bunched around my neck. Why would they turn around to look at him? Because he's sparkly?
Because he is very sparkly. His name is Jared Edward.
Jared Knaben Edward.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right?
Wow, you actually really got his speaking pattern now. That's weird. I nodded.
I don't fucking know the guy.
Yeah, you gotta watch Madness.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, some of my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me. But I'll give them the heads up to look out for you.
He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. I also winked, apparently.
It's the least I can do for such a cute girl.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll see you around.
I watched, a torrent of thoughts raging through my head, as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket.
I'm sure she means a similar style of jacket.
No,
not the actual same.
It's just a big circle, and they all have different, like, armholes, and they just, like, grab each other by the arm and go, Kumbaya, no boots. This is a very strange game. That's Jared! She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
He's the most beautiful guy in school.
Oh, Jared.
I can't believe he just looked at me.
We thought Hana was thirsty.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink. We can't fuck Jared. We have to let Mai fuck Jared.
Yeah, that's true. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform?
No, they're allowed to. They're...
I don't know who this person...
Who, you know Jared? Oh, it's
Oh.
that girl. The girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden... She's like, you know Jared? Why do these dating sims make us laugh so much? Fucking Stay DPRK was the same fucking way.
It was great. I love it so much. I...
Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes. Not even. It was like a second. So not really. We weren't friends or anything. Baka. But looking around, Maya and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in because it's the coolest thing in the school if you're a YouTuber.
Does everybody want this dude's dick? What the fuck?
Yeah. More like Knobbenbauer, am I right?
Oh. Getting
I'm sure
sloppy
you've never
on
heard
it.
that before.
Yeah.
They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. I'm sorry, Jared.
I'm not.
Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt.
Oh, hey.
You want to do the flippy flops? Or no?
Ooh. No, there should be a personal decision
Okay.
coming from the heart.
That's fine.
Not really. Oh.
She looks pissed. Hey, fuck you for not knowing Jared.
I'm Kumatora, bitch. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, we should just be Kumatora because she's got the pink hair. No.
Maybe.
She's not confident like Kumatora.
I would actually have to practice that voice again. I've somewhat forgotten.
It was just your Ruth voice, right?
pretty close.
Yeah. She looked me up and down, sniffed, and turned away.
What a bitch.
You smell like daisies. Fuck you. Mai leaned towards me. Oh, damn, girl, look at that face. Don't mind Mimi. I knew it was Mimi!
Nice.
She felt her fucking face! She was just trying to get it in with you. No, wait. She was just trying to get in with you.
I like get it in with you better. Get in with me? Why?
Well, you asked me about those guys and their jackets, right?
That was half a second ago, bitch.
Those
Keep
are their
up.
normal Boots Club jackets.
They're... What? What's normal Boots Club? She didn't say club. Did she?
I think she did.
I thought she just said normal boots jackets.
Look at these beautiful men. It's a club we have at school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They
Well-
get together and play video games.
I know which one I would have banged.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
No.
Oh,
You get
we're just gonna go as it goes.
Yeah.
They get together and play video games or something. That one right there is John, also known as Jontron. His bird's name is Jacques.
The sexiest.
I love that Jacques has his own jacket.
Yeah, he's
Or
very...
should I say, jacket?
Really, motherfucker?
John is also the president of the drama club here at school. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Next to him is Pubagoo. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. Oopsie doodle. Whoa, I can go back? That's cool. Then there's Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with completing things. He is the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen.
I fully believe that, and will never believe anything else for the rest of my life.
Next to him is Jared, also known as ProJared. He's a model. No way Jared is a model in real life. Then there's Satchbag, but everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. And I wish I knew what Satchbag's real name was.
He's got them sexy glasses.
He probably has
Right.
a real name, right?
Yeah, probably.
Those guys over are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone, ever. Did you know?
I do not think he does.
He probably is up there, though.
Oh, I'm sure he's up there.
Did you know gaming? I think he does most of that research himself.
But more than anyone? ever?
Anyone.
No.
Probably.
No. He could probably be in the top 10.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you top 10. Who would be top 1?
That's a very good question. I'd have to do some gaming research on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of those top 10.
Yeah, you just call up Shane. Hey.
Yeah.
Who knows the most?
Who knows more than you, motherfucker?
And he's like, I do. Because he's British. Anyway. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potatoes. As one does.
Yeah. So, how would someone, join the No More Boots Club?
Well, I've been asking that question ever since we started this fucking channel, so...
How would one begin a train with the Normal Boots Club?
I've been asking myself that question ever since we started this fucking channel, so...
Yeah.
We were on a train already, so,
Step 1, get good. Step 2, Step 3, join the Boots Club.
You don't choose the boots, Hannah. The boots choose you. Hannah, whatever your fucking name is, you stupid bitch.
I swear, if somebody tweets that at them, and that's their normal response is the boots choose you, I'm a smack a bitch.
Yeah. I almost wish that this game was made now, not because I don't want Jontron to be in it, but because I do want to see First in it, and I'm just like, we
That's
need
fair.
something there.
DLC. What does that even mean?
You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective.
What are the boots?
You gotta put your puss in it.
I put on the boots. I got boots.
You got boots, Murph. The club has this boots statue. It's like the one of their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it.
Ritual?
Yeah. I'm into rituals.
Like sexy stuff?
I hear they fill a room with candles and wear these totally creepy robes during initiation. This year 2 girl said she saw it once and they were all like chanting around the boots and it sounded like they were talking backwards. But I don't believe her, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult because they're all really hot.
Do they have a lot of friends or just thirsty hoes like you?
Yeah. Yeah, tons of friends. I say they're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school too. Oh boy, for that man. Oh,
hello.
hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. You get cake at, school?
I imagine you do at fancy private school.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You want to call here? It's about 45 minutes.
Sure. What a roller coaster of an episode. What the fuck, people?
Yes. I've been having a good time already. But I'm already going to need a bevy after all of this narration.
I like it. I'm going to have to practice my voices.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's
He's
a lot
going to
of
go binge and watch every single Normal Boots episode of all of their channels.
this week.
This week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Before we record next weekend.
Not that you can hear Shane's voice on Did You Know Gaming. You have to watch Madness for that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Madness is great. Anyway, let's do some shoutouts.
What a weird fucking game.
So, you're going to find a theme with my shoutouts. In fact, I'm going to be repeating a lot of them. But we can't play Asagao Academy and me not do shoutouts to all the Normal Boots guys. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start off with Peanut Butter Gamer, though. Now, I originally did a shout-out to PBG during our Minish Cap playthrough, because we were playing it, and he's the Zelda guy. He invented Zelda Month, and we were playing it during Zelda Month, and so thus I did a shout-out to him during that.
Didn't he not do Zelda Month that month, like for the first
Yeah,
time?
he did like Mario Month, but then he went back to Zelda Month last year.
Yeah, it
So.
kind of fucked with us. So we were like, dude, thank you for letting us do it.
Yeah, I appreciate
that was very
that.
weird.
Austin, you weirdo. Anyway, PBG, he's great. I love him. He's loud. He's a little obnoxious, but I love him for it. He's always been the Zelda guy. His channel has evolved so much since the old days that even though I loved the old stuff back when I started watching him in like aught 11 or aught 12,
No one says years like that.
I do. I'm gonna be unique snowflake.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't be a bitch about this.
I'm not being a bitch. I'm just saying.
Anyway, PBG, Peanut Butter Gamer, Austin Hargrave. Dude is awesome. He's one of the co-founders of Normal Boots. I guess he's the only remaining founder now. But apparently, when Gerard said that JonTron left, it wasn't because like PBG fired him after all the racist things that happened that one time. I guess that John just said, no, I gotta just focus on my own shit. I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. So PBG is the only remaining founder of Normal Boots that remains, because those guys were roommates once upon a time when they started Normal Boots. So that was interesting too.
Yeah, but then JonTron became head of the drama club. And then drama fucking happened.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of these people. I think that was my introduction to JonTron, was that drama.
I don't like that. You should have liked all of them a long time ago.
No, I like girls. Anyways.
Why? Anyway, but yeah, that's PBG. Go check out his channel. He's great. He's also got a Let's Play channel with Space Hamster called PB and Jeff.
Nice.
And they're also good.
Nice.
Let's go check them out.
You're also going to notice a theme with my shout-outs, for the most part. There's one exception already. But my shout-out is going to go towards actor Timothy Olyphant. I've liked him for a while. I want to say the first thing I saw him in was Scream, way back in the day.
Was he in Scream?
Yeah, he was actually one of the killers, I think. If I'm remembering it right. Or
No.
was it Scream 2? He was in one of them.
The killers in Scream 1 was Matthew Lillard and other guy. Was it Timothy Olyphant?
I think it was.
Well,
I'm going to have to Google
You keep
it.
talking, but
He was in one of the Screams.
I'm going
I
to
have
pull
go
that
check.
shit up, Jamie, so go ahead.
Thanks, Jamie. What the fuck? Anyways, but what I really came to know him for was Justified, and I loved that show. All the drama bullshit, I don't care. Loved it. Loved him in it.
He was in Scream 2.
Okay, there we go. And then I have been watching and catching up on Santa Clarita Diet, and he is just awesome in that.
He is very great on that.
So the thing for my shoutouts is, I'd go gay for him. 10 out of 10. Want to tap that. So yeah, I love Timothy Olyphant.
I agree with your number 4 then. So, nice.
Yeah, okay.
All right. But yeah, anyway, guys, we'll see you next time with this interesting experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, guys.
About dudes we want to fuck!
Yeah, internet YouTube celebrities.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. All right, goodbye.
Bye!